Well, basically, let's move on a little bit. If you're curious about this, I'll tell you real quick how you can get the report, and then we'll go into the show. We have two websites up. One is themercuryreport.com, and the other one is mercuryreport.com. So you can check that out, sign up if you'd like. And let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to do in the show. Since this is a new format, and I'm here on the first show, but later on we have some nice, beautiful new reporters and hostesses coming in. They're going to cover red carpet events for movies that we list in the report. So when we talk about when we list something in the report and it says something about a new show, what we're going to do is we're hopefully going to go out and track down that star on the red carpet and ask them a little bit about the new show that they have here in the report. And that's where the young, pretty hostesses will come in. And what else?
Well, basically what it's going to do is add a little bit of color to the report. The report is hard data. We give you production company, not just one, but the production companies are involved, because
several.
As you may or may not know, there's several production companies involved in every feature. Years ago, it wasn't quite like this.
One or two, it was Paramount or Fox, and now it seems like it's 7 or 8 movie companies to make a movie. Just go watch a movie and watch the front credits.
Yeah.
It's literally 7 or 8. I saw a movie last night. It was 12 companies.
Of course, it's getting a little out of hand.
A little out of hand.
The movies have become so big, the budgets, some of them are so big that they need a lot of different specific
share the
production
responsibility.
companies.
Yeah,
exactly. Another thing we list the location where it's going to be. You may not want to waste your time, submit for a project that's in New York if you live in Los Angeles.
Right.
We'll tell you where the location, where they're actually going to shoot. And this goes for all over the country as well. We've had several listings in Atlanta, your hometown.
Yep.
Which is picking up in production.
It is.
Louisiana is also very.
Louisiana is big, and New York City is the big one now because they're offering huge rebates to
incentives, tax incentives,
yes,
other programs, free on-set police,
all kinds
free
of stuff.
PAs and other programs. Los Angeles, of course, still the biggest.
Right.
As far as pilots, I believe this season Los Angeles still obtained about 55% of all the pilots.
Right.
And New York picked up, nowhere near
Quite
Los Angeles,
but it
is catching up. So beware, Los Angeles, and good for you, New York. How's that?
The Big Apple is taking a bite out of movie production, isn't it?
Yeah, another thing, like you were saying, we list the union affiliation, if they're SAG or if they're AFTRA, to let you know what's going on there. Also, we list emails, which is a good way or avenue for you to get resume to these production
We were
companies.
the first people ever to put emails and website addresses in a report. That's how long ago we've been doing it.
They are hot linked to make it easier for you. You come across a project, their email's right there, hot link, you click on it, you can attach your resume, a couple short little blurbs, makes it real easy for you to submit to these projects.
Right.
So we give that, as well as phone numbers and fax numbers if you like to do it
the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way, which is also good. I tell people you could do all of the above if you really want.
Right. Mail is still very good because
it's a hard copy.
It's hard copy. They file it, and it doesn't wear out. Faxes, they tend to discolor in about a year, and you can't read them. So yes, hard copy is more expensive, but in the long run, it actually works better.
Yeah. Also, you may not want to call the production companies. Maybe you're a little shy. You can just fax them. We have fax numbers. Every project has some kind of way to contact them.
Right.
Sometimes these projects, it's difficult to get contact information on. We will always list some type of contact information in each project.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We get these leads. Sometimes they may be just gossip, and we pick out and we research and try and find out really the root of the show. And basically we find somebody, a producer, a director, UPM, somebody that's actually on the show, some other production company, whatever, and we find a contact person that's working that show, and then we list it. We dig hard to get you a job. That's
Otherwise,
what we do.
This job would be your job, and you would sit there for hours and hours
days
every week trying to get to who the right person, the right email, the right phone number. We've done all that for you. We're
Right.
a service that puts all that information together and gives it to you to make your life easier. And like we said, for really when you consider all the work that's done, it's a very fair price.
Yeah.
For a monthly issue.
Yeah.
6 months brings your price even lower.
Yearly is lower than that. So
yeah, exactly.
well,
So
let's move on and talk about this week. We thought we'd talk about some movies, and we figured we'd talk about music because we're just going to improv this, and normally we'd have several people around in the room to discuss this, but since there's only William and I, and we're going to get to the reason why in a moment, but we feel that, or I feel that music is 50% of the problem.
it's huge. It's huge.
Because there's nothing worse than seeing a pretty well shot movie and well acted, and the music's bad. I mean, some guy's just on a Casio going.
You put all this hard work in the
Right.
movie and then you ruin it with a bad
score. Yeah, there's nothing worse. And I mean, think about Star Wars.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Imagine Star Wars with a cheesy soundtrack.
You can't. It wouldn't have been the same.
Been so successful.
It's a very big deal.
So we want to talk about somebody that we know, that we've had dealings with, and plug him a little bit because we like his work. And his name is Randy Miller. And we first came across Randy Miller about 12 years ago when I was producing and directing a pirate movie. And at that point in time, this was even before Castaway with Tom Hanks, and I thought there was a definite pirate wave coming long before Pirates of the Caribbean. And so we shot the movie in Hawaii, and when it came down to doing the score, we put out some breakdowns and some feelers, and we had people from all over Hollywood send us tons of CDs and links and everything. And only one person really stood out. That was Randy Miller, because his stuff really sounded great pirate type music. So we were really impressed with him, and we proceeded to use his music on the... You've got to be kidding. Well, we'll turn this off, folks. So we ended up using his music on the Band of Pirates. And I think what we're going to do is show you a clip of the movie, and you'll hear a little bit more about the movie. So you'll see the movie. And at that point, we'll discuss, what you thought of the trailer. And if you'd like to watch the movie, you can get it. You can watch it at Amazon.com, or it's for sale at Amazon.com.
The score adds a lot to it. It gives it a very epic feeling. It was a lower budget film, but with the production value of Kauai and the other islands, the music, you've got a lot of production value with those two elements.
We had a lot of compliments on the music, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a micro budget compared to a $300 million Pirates of the Caribbean. It's it's basically a treasure island.
Sure.
No walking, corpses and skeletons in this movie. So let's take a look at Band of Pirates.
I wonder where Father is. I miss him.
William, I bet we get a letter from him very soon. It's a map!
Yes, a map on a boot. This must lead to the treasure. It's just like the story in my book.
You've got your pouch and the map.
Come out, ladies! I be Captain Black, and I've taken the ship.
You are. When she's come here.
There's an island! Let's jump! There's no other choice!
go exploring, just like Father. Maybe we'll find it.
I've seen a ship! These are real pirates, Lydia! Scared too, Molly. But it's us or them.
Stand down, ye dogs!
We need to hit them hard, then run.
You dirty pirate!
Where's the map?
I don't have it!
I'll get you, you win! I'll track you across the island till it's over. I'll have the map!
All told, it's a treasure, it is.
All right, we're back. Hope you enjoyed the trailer, Band of Pirates. If you'd like to see more, go to Amazon.com. You can buy the DVD for $9.99, or you can rent it. What do you think, William? William is actually one of the pirates in there, too. Hope you saw him.
Well, that was a good example of how the music enhances, obviously, the footage.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you marry the two together and you got a good final product there, right?
Right. So, pirate movie, and you're asking yourself, well, that's a long time ago. What's Randy Miller up to these days? Well, I'll tell you what Randy's up to. He's in a movie called Contagion. It's in the theaters right now. That's Matt Damon and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, it's a scary movie in some respect, you know. As we understand it, Randy is the orchestrator and conductor of the orchestra. I'm not sure how much he's actually written of this movie, but knowing Randy, probably some of it for sure. And he called me a few months ago and said he just conducted the London Philharmonic Orchestra.
Wow.
Well, that's not too shabby of a job. Whoa! So yeah, this guy's doing A pictures, and he's done A pictures before, but you know, going from pirate to a Contagion movie, and what's he doing next after that? Well, I'll tell you in a minute, but first let's see a clip of Contagion and listen to the music and the sound effects in the background and tell us what you think. What do you think? All right, let's check it out. Contagion.
It was a groundbreaking ceremony for a new factory.
Did she mention seeing anyone who was sick? Anyone on a plane at the airport?
No, she said she was jet lagged.
The average person touches their face 3 to 5 times every waking minute. In between, we're touching doorknobs, water fountains, and each other.
Matt. No, go up to your room, honey.
So we have a virus with no treatment protocol and no vaccine at this time.
You had a seizure this morning, Beth.
Does she have a history of seizures
No.
allergies?
As of last night, there were 32 cases.
Unfortunately, she did die.
Right. So can I go talk to her?
Mr. Amoff, your wife is dead.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
What happened to her? What happened to her?
Is there any way someone could weaponize the bird flu? Is that what we're looking at?
Someone doesn't have to weaponize the bird flu. The birds are doing that.
Watch this. It's transmission, so we just need to know which direction.
On day 1, there were 2 people, and then 4, and then 16. In 3 months, it's 1 billion. That's where we're headed.
They're calling out the National Guard. They're moving the president underground. People will panic.
Get away!
It will tip over.
The truth is being kept from the world.
Cook your samples, destroy everything.
Hello. I need you to get me the names of everyone who serviced this room. It's an emergency.
You can't panic now.
I know.
I'm going to get you home. I got people too, Dr. Cheever. We all do.
Don't talk to anyone. Don't touch anyone. Stay away from other people.
Get back in your car! We're not sick!
Oh, whoa. Pretty scary, eh?
I want to see that really bad.
I hope the planet doesn't go the way of some little unseen germ, because that's probably what's going to happen and not some big bomb thing. So, yeah, I mean, I thought Outbreak was a pretty intense movie with Dustin Hoffman, is like one of my favorite guys, and shot on Kauai too.
Similar movies,
yeah, similar. So,
okay, we're gonna go to a commercial break. In part 3, we'll be showing you the Yellow Rock trailer, so stay tuned.
Kauai, Island of Beauty. Explore Kauai, one of the most beautiful islands on Earth, with its world-famous Nepali coastline and Mount Waialeale, the wettest place on Earth. We'll show you vistas from the Nepali and Hanakapiai trails. Plus, by land, sea, and air, we'll explore Kauai's mountains, valleys, and beaches, plus hidden waterfalls off the beaten path. Witness the incredible colors Kauai's natural scenery offers, including the color of Waimea Canyon, known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. It's all here on Kauai, Island of Beauty.